So by now you have probably heard of the 2020 coronavirus stimulus package, and you're probably thinking to yourself, how do I get my money? How do I qualify for it? How much will I get, and when will it get here? If you stick to the end of this video, I'll be answering all of those questions, and this will be the one-stop shop where you can learn everything about getting your $1,200 or more check in the mail from the government. So let's hop into the video. What's going on, family? It's your man Miami Patron, back for another video, coming to you from beautiful Medellin, Colombia. Now this is the #1 channel for millennials who want to begin manifesting more money by using the law of attraction. So if you want to bring more money into your life, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Alright guys, now what I'm going to be talking about in this video is how to actually get your $1,200 stimulus package check in the mail. So probably by this time you've already heard that the United States Treasury is releasing $2 trillion into the economy, and that families and households and individuals such as yourself will be receiving a $1,200 check in the mail to begin living your life. So you probably have some questions, from how much money are you gonna get? When is it gonna come? I'm gonna be answering all of those questions right now in this video. So let's hop into the content. All of the numbers we're going to be covering right now are based off your 2019 tax return. So if you haven't filed your 2019 tax return, they will use your 2018, but you want to make sure at this point you have filed your 2019 tax return. So let's go ahead and get into the numbers. Let's talk about who is eligible for this $1,200 check. Now $1,200 is actually if you're a single adult, okay? So if you're earning $75,000 a year gross and below, you are eligible for the $1,200 check. Now, if you earn above $75,000 a year, it's gonna actually decrease by each $1,000 that you earn, ultimately stopping at $99,000 for the year. So if you're a single adult and you're earning over $99,000 gross off your 2019 tax return, you will not be receiving any money. But there is a calculator, I'll attach it below. So if you are above $75,000 a year in gross but under 99, it will give you the exact amount to expect for that. All right, so let's go talk about married couples. So if you're a married couple with no children, you can expect about $2,400 for your check. Now this is if you're earning under $150,000 a year, okay? Same thing like the single adult. If you get to a certain threshold, you will not receive that check, and that threshold for a married couple with no kids is $198,000. Okay, so if you earn over $198,000 as a married couple with no kids, you will not receive that check. Also on that calculator, it will tell you, so if you're above $150,000 and right under $198,000, you will still get money, but it will decrease by the amount that you make. So check out that calculator to know exactly how much you make if you're in between that threshold. Okay, so if you have kids, for every child that is under the age of 16 years old and you claim as a dependent, you will get an additional $500 for. So let's just say you are single, you're a married family with one child under the age of 16, you can expect almost a $3,000 check from this stimulus package if you qualify within those parameters. So let's hop into some of the stipulations. So if you're claimed as a dependent, so even if you're an adult, you can be 20, 21 years old, if you're claimed as a dependent on somebody else's tax, you will not be receiving this stimulus check into your bank account. So now that you kind of get the gist of it, I'm going to go into some Q&As that I found, some common questions that people are asking. I'm going to answer them all the way from disability, veterans, unemployment, all these different things to let you know if you're going to be receiving this check here. Okay, so let's talk about college students. If you're a college student, you might be asking, will I receive this check? But like I mentioned earlier, if you're claimed as a dependent, regardless if you're a college student, you will not be receiving this check. But if you were filing taxes on your own in the year of 2019 and you are a college student, you will be receiving this check. So now the next question is, how do I actually apply for this check? And the great news is you don't have to apply. If you filed your taxes in 2019, you are automatically approved if you fall within those numbers for the check. So there's no application, you will just get a direct deposit from the US Treasury. Now you might be asking, how are they actually going to send the money? So since you filed your 2019 taxes, they already have your bank account, and so the IRS will automatically deposit the money into your bank account. Now if you haven't filed for the 2019 or 2018, or you just haven't filed taxes in general, they will send you a check in the mail, which will take a little bit more time to come, but you'll still be getting it. Okay, so now the next logical question: when should I expect to get this money? So you can actually go to the US Treasury and do some research, but what they're saying is about 3 weeks from now, you should expect a direct deposit into your bank account. And now obviously if you're getting it in via check because you haven't filed for whatever reason, it will take a little bit longer. So you should expect about a 3-week delay for you to get your check. Okay, so let's talk about the people that haven't filed their taxes recently, whether you haven't done it in 2018, 2019. So this could actually affect your eligibility to getting your check. So you want to make sure that right now you consult with a tax professional like myself. I am consulting with a tax professional, somebody that can go out there and help you answer these questions and get you up and running, because you don't want to be hindered and not get your $1,200 check if you're eligible for it. So make sure you consult a tax professional that can get you up and running if you haven't filed your taxes recently, because that could affect your eligibility and them finding you and getting your check. Okay, so what if you're on Social Security, retirement, and disability? Will you be receiving a check? The answer is yes. You will be receiving your $1,200 check or $2,400, depending on your, where your status is, if you are on Social Security, retirement, or disability. Okay, now what happens if you are a veteran? If you're a veteran or you are an eligible eligible unemployment, the answer is also yes. If you are on eligible unemployment or a veteran, you will also be receiving your stimulus check. Okay, for those of you that are like me, traveling abroad. Right now I'm in Medellin, Colombia, and I've been traveling now for the last couple years. What happens if you are a US citizen living abroad? Will you be receiving your stimulus check? The answer is yes. So you do want to make sure that you have filed your taxes, obviously in 2019, but even if you are living abroad or can continue to live abroad, you are still eligible for your $1,200 check. So make sure you check the resources below where I will give you more details on that. And then the final question is this: will you be paying income taxes on this money? And the answer is no. All right, guys, so hopefully you guys got a lot of information from this, so you don't have to read a bunch of articles. I did all the research for you, and if I missed anything out, I will leave the link in the description below so you can do more research on it, because when you do research and you get informed, you'll be able to answer those questions. All right, guys, so I'll see you guys next time. Hope you got a lot of value. Miami Patron out.